Hi, welcome to episode 3 of the Web Dev Show. So, I am Nabindu Vishwas, your host. I am a full stack JavaScript developer and a trainer from Bhopal, India. So, let's get started with episode 3. In episode 3, we are going to discuss React class based component or functional hook based component. So, the thing is that that's a lot of confusion regarding the same because React got changed in around 2019. Not got changed, that was additional features, so they didn't did the classical mistakes which Angular did of totally rewriting the thing from Angular 1 to Angular 2. They didn't did that thing. They were smart. Everybody learned from somebody else's mistakes and they learned it. Everybody learned from that 2013 blunder which Angular did, so they didn't did that. But the thing was that React changed, yeah. But it was completely compatible. Still today I work with class based component, no issues at all, everything works just fine. And even with the latest version of React, the class based component work. So what are this? Let us learn a bit. So the class based component were there since 2013 where React was launched, and it was superior than the functional component. So React classes are those new ES6 classes which comes with ES6, like class keyword is there, which is actually in JavaScript, not classes. JavaScript don't have the concept of classes. They are just a syntactical sugar over constructor functions. So there is something known as constructor function. There is syntactic sugar of that. So JavaScript thought that okay, let us compete with Java and all. Let us do something like that. Java have classes and all, but actually they are not classes. It looks like classes, but they are not actually. Behind the hook, they are classes. So React also thought that we will go towards class-based components. So they have everything. The main thing of the React. Actually, there are only two main things in React. One is the state and props. So the state part, they have moved it to class based component, which is means one of the main thing of React. Means because of that, the React has become so much powerful only because of state, because the state changes the virtual DOM. You don't have to change everything, you just change the state with the set state and all, and you can change the whole virtual DOM thing, and it doesn't change the main DOM, and it is so fast because of that. And virtual DOM is something which works behind the scenes, so you don't even have to go towards towards that. Means in simple layman developer term, means when you change the state, that part get updated in the code. So that is very good for developer, and that is very difficult to achieve in JavaScript or jQuery. Very difficult to achieve. So that's the concept of React. So that state based class based components were there, and at that time the functional component were called dumb component because they were just for presentational purpose. But presentational purpose, what I mean that suppose React, we write everything in JSX, so HTML is there, some HTML structure is there, so you want to just show some HTML structure which is not changing, which actually not changing, just HTML structure is there in JSX. Some structure is there. Even we cannot have form or something like that because form have got a state. Just show maybe where I have used and most people used to use is that suppose I am looping through a array of objects which have got images and all those things which I am getting from a backend API. So I will loop through it in a main class based component first, and then pass each of the item to a functional component. Okay, each of the item I'll pass to a functional component, and then it will just show it because it is not changing anything. Each of the item, each of the object I'll pass to a functional component, and it will like show. So each of the object might be having, so everything is we get as an array of object in the internet. So that object, maybe it contains an image, text and a description. Maybe it's a blog site, image, text and a description, and I will pass that object to a functional component, and it will just show that image with the image tag, header with the header, title with the header tag, and the description with the paragraph tag. Just that much. That was the use of a functional component, and they were also called dumb component for this reason. So functional component, as I was telling, that it doesn't have the most important feature of class, that was state, that was changing something, because as I've told, because also with a form we need to state, because we need to keep track of what the user inputs, all those things are there which we need to keep track, and that can be done with the state only. So functional component were lacking that, and beside that they're also lacking another important thing, which is a life cycle method. So lifecycle methods are very important in React. So in lifecycle method, what happens, you can control React more finely. Means React has got some certain functions, certain order in which everything runs in a class-based component, or in a class-based component. There is a render function is there. When the initialization is there, there is a constructor is there. When we initialize the React, there is a constructor, because constructor comes from the class thing. So that is there. So what happens means, you can even fine control it after the constructor, before the render, after the render something will run. So there are lifecycle methods like component did mount, component will mount, component will update. Those were there, and so that was also not there in functional component. Okay, so but there was a positive thing in functional component. So over the year, what people have found, that class-based components were making the code a lot more complicated because of the use of this keyword. So see, JavaScript is very easy to learn but very difficult to master, because of some of the concepts are there like this and all those things. So actually those things we don't even require that much in a React code, and we should not require. We should make programming very easy and fun and all those things, but this is very complicated and people find this really complicated. It means this keyword is there because of JavaScript. It is also in React. So even for a small change, state change, we have to do a binding. We used to do a binding of a function, this dot something equal to bind something. So it was way too complicated to use all those things. And the other thing which was complicated was the lifecycle hooks. And there was another problem with lifecycle hooks. React team was constantly changing the lifecycle hooks. So they used to, every version what I've seen, what they used to do, they too were confused with that lifecycle hooks, and they used to change them, like make a lifecycle hook as unsafe. So they will not remove it, but they will tell that after 2 versions it will be removed, and you have to use, if you want to use today, you have to use unsafe component will mount, something like that, unsafe underscore something like that in a code, which looks very ugly. And unsafe you have to use, and on the top of it they will remove after 2 versions. So they also kept on changing the lifecycle methods a lot, added a functionality. They were also totally confused because of the lifecycle method. So what they did in now we will come to hooks. So hooks was introduced in around 2019, and it got rid of this keyword. Anyways, in functional component there was not any this keyword, so they were functional component only, but they added the feature of a state and lifestyle methods to React, to the functional component. So they make them equal to class-based component, almost, but it is equal only, but it is superior than class-based component. Now why it is superior? First, it is easier for the developer to understand, very easy. If you give a developer tutorial on functional component first and then class-based component, he will never learn. Actually, in my teachings, when I am teaching complete React, I go with class-based first, then I come to hook-based, because if I tell them hook, they will never learn class-based, and class-based is required because all the projects are running on that, and even the 2-3 years old projects are running on that. So as I told, functional components are very easy to understand. If I told you that React takes 15 days to learn, it is only because of that lifestyle method. They were a bit complicated, and if I start with functional component, it will take only 5-6 days to learn React. So that's the curve which has been reduced because of this functional component. So the state, so everything, we use something known as hooks nowadays in functional component to use everything of the class-based component. So there is something known as use state hook for the state concept, and there is a very powerful hook that is known as use effect. Actually, the use effect, what it did, it replaced most of the lifecycle method. There are different ways to use it, 4 ways, 5 ways. I have everything on my YouTube channel. Also, you can check my some React tutorials, React hooks tutorials. You will find out there are 5 ways to use effect, and it replaces almost all lifecycle hooks. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, there are other things also, like use context and use ref also are there, but it replaces the main hooks, like component did mount, component did update. Those hooks it replaces. So this is very powerful stuff, that use effect. So the thing is that if you or your company is starting a new project, go with functional based component. Your developers will be extremely happy. And the thing is that React is also slowly moving toward functional component. As I told you, it is not doing the blender as Angular, but the thing is that, and class-based component will always be there. But the thing is that React is a library, not a framework. The moment you use React in 3-4 days, you will know that you have to do a npm install of something like a React router. You have to do a npm install of a React router in 4-5 days. Okay, so what will happen in 4-5 days? You are doing a npm install. So that npm install is done. So like React router, you have to use when you navigate between pages. React router you have to use when you have to go through API call. You have to do you want to do API call, you have to use the Axios. So you have to npm install it. You have to use Redux for global state management. Redux is a must for global state management. Nothing can replace it. So all those things are there. So they used to have some complicated logic. Take the case of there is a library known as React Redux, which used to have some higher order component like connect and all. So they replaced it with the hook. So higher order components are very complicated to see, because you don't have to learn much, because they have 2 brackets and all, and they're very complicated to see this higher order component. So they replaced it, and not replaced it, they added something additional, and that hooks they have used. There is something known as custom hooks, and everybody is crazy about that. Every external library owners are crazy about that. They are creating their own custom hooks and adding it to their library. And some of the library I have seen, some graphical libraries, React Apollo I have worked something, and the earlier higher order component is not even working there. They have totally stopped it working, and they have completely moved toward hooks. So custom hooks. So as I've told, slowly the third party modules are also moving toward hooks. So, and those hooks doesn't work in class based component, as simple as that. So you also have to move to functional component, because you won't be able to use those hooks and all those things. And the main thing in hooks is that hooks only works in a class based component. Okay, so but the thing is that, as I've told earlier, in my trainings I start with class based component, because even today, if I'm in the corporate world, means even hooks was released in 2019, but it actually picked up in 2020, because people are skeptical to use it. So they didn't use it that much in the earlier, but slowly they found it very useful and they started using it. So even if your project is like started in the start of 2020, it is a class based, and people generally don't change the old code that much, and people are reluctant. You will know, means once you're in this industry, you know, means people are reluctant. If they had gone with class based component, no senior developer or architect will go with hooks. And another thing is that older developers and a lot of developers are reluctant to learn new things and hooks, because I take a lot of interviews also, and there are a lot of people who don't know hooks because they're still using the class based component. And anyways, there is a thing that you should know class based component for a reason also, because then how you will know that how easy to use a functional component, hook based component. See, you should know what the pain is there in using a lifecycle hook with component did mount. component did update. After that only you will know the benefit of use effect. Before that you won't know. So that is also one of the reason. And without class knowledge, React knowledge is half nowadays. So might be that today also some project will start with the class based component. Why? Because it has got older developer, it has got an architect who don't want to learn new thing, who so there are a lot of people in the industry like that. So developers don't take decision, architects take decision, managers take decision. So they had gone with a class based component. What you will do? You have to learn it. So that's why class based components are also very important today. But as I've told, learn functional component. They're lighter, easier, faster, and everything else is there. So you should always try to use functional component. And if you are also stuck in such a project, you should change your managers or architect mind. Okay, so they go well hand in hand. So if half of the projects is in class-based component, you can use functional component, because in React everything is different. So you can ask your manager, architect, okay, I want to make my part in functional component. If you have any issues, they generally won't have any issue. So that's the thing. And that's complete our episode 3. I will see you soon.